Hey everyone, Hassan here, and I got another Power Rangers Super Megaforce review for you today. This is the mini battle ready team. So they've been releasing these little mini figures pretty much every season the past few years, I believe. And these guys just looked awesome. I had to pick this up. This was really cool. So got this at Toys R Us. It is a Toys R Us exclusive, as you can see from the sticker. So it comes with the 5 Super Megaforce Rangers as well as the X-Borg. So I will open them up and take a look, but I just wanted to give you a quick look at the packaging right there. So it tells you what Rangers it comes with. So pretty simple packaging. On the back, you have your Super Megaforce team. You have the story right there. So if you wanted to pause the video, you can read that as well. So there's that. And then you have all the different keys. So same keys that's been on the back of the packaging for a long time. So anyways, let's open up this mini battle ready team and take a look. Alright, they are now out of the box, and there we go, down they go. These are pretty cool looking. Unfortunately, they don't really stand up that well. Well, some of them don't really stand up that well. The Blue Ranger, especially, just does not stand up well. He just falls over. I had to like bend him backwards, which will probably break him, just for temporarily to get him to stand there, but you can see he's about to fall over in a second. So yeah, these figures, they look great, but unfortunately they just don't stand well. But you know what, let's take a close look at each of them. Let's start with the X-Borg right here. Yeah, they're all very stylized in that kind of chibi anime style, and they look pretty cool. The X-Borg in particular, you know, some great detail and everything, kind of fun looking, even though he's supposed to be an evil villain henchman. But some nice, you know, like silver paint that they use. This is kind of a dark gray, but then this part is a nice silver paint. And it looks nice. And none of these figures have any articulation. It's just all one solid piece meant for display, and it looks pretty good. We have the Pink Ranger right here. There you go, posing for the camera almost, with 2 of the blasters. So it looks pretty good. So yeah, some decent detail on it. I mean, these figures look great for what they are. I love the style that they're going for. They're pretty good. The Pink Ranger stands up perfectly well, you know, on her own. No issues there. The Green Ranger is pretty cool looking as well. Nice pose that he's got going. He's like ready to, you know, battle and stuff. So he also has 2 blasters. Although, I feel like this blaster looks deformed. Like, look at this. This one looks perfectly fine, but now look at this blaster. It looks... something happened to this blaster. I don't know what happened, Jake. Sorry, but that one doesn't look like it's going to function properly. In terms of actually, you know, standing up on its own, he's okay. You kind of have to balance him because, like, the slightest touch will kind of knock him over slightly. Like, he just has to be balanced because he's mostly balancing on one foot and the tippy toe of that one. But looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. I definitely do. I think it looks pretty good. The Red Ranger, of course, right here. We got Troy, looking pretty awesome. So he has 1 blaster and 1 saber. So the saber looks pretty cool. This is his signature kind of pose, you know, with the blaster at the ready, the sword, you know, charged forward. He's ready for action. Some nice detail on the figure as well for what it is. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. The Blue Ranger looks great. It just sucks that he doesn't really stand up on his own because he's like hunched over, as you can see. You know, some nice like dark blue paint. They got silver right there, some gold used all over there. So he has 2 of the sabers. So 2 of those. So pretty cool. And the Yellow Ranger is epic. This might be one of my favorites in the set. I can't decide what's my favorite, but maybe this one is because I like this pose. She's like ready, you know, charging forward, and she stands up pretty easily as well. But it's kind of epic. I mean, look at that. She's like ready to fight, 2 sabers at the ready. This figure just looks great. I really do like this. Yeah. So again, these figures don't have any articulation. They're not meant for that. They're just supposed to be like little display pieces. and they do their job well at that, at least in terms of their look. If you really wanted them to stand up somewhere, you might have to like glue some of their, you know, like the Blue Ranger glue his feet down onto some sort of a display stand and have all of them on display, something like that. That's kind of my one downside to it, you know, at least the Blue Ranger and a little bit on the Green Ranger side for not being able to stand up properly on their own. But aside from that, they look great, and they're a cool little just addition to a collection, just a fun little anime style. Not everybody's gonna like it, but I do. I think they look kind of neat. And similarly, they did ones for, you know, some of the other seasons. So here's the one for Megaforce for the Red Ranger. I'll kind of do the Red Ranger comparison right there. So that's pretty neat to actually have, because they're in the same scale, basically, as you can see. So to have both versions of Troy, and they kind of like, they go well together. They're both, you know, like aiming in different directions and everything. That actually looks pretty cool. I like it. I can dig that. Then we have Noah right here. So he's got his two styles right there. On one hand, he's got the his gun right there, and then the sabers in super mega mode. So it's kind of neat to have them side by side. I do like that they are in the same scale. That's pretty cool. We have the Yellow Ranger. This one was kind of an okay pose, kind of weird, but I do like how awesome the super mega mode version looks. Definitely an improvement. And I like the Super Mega Mode figures better, because I feel like these helmets are like oddly proportioned as well. They're almost like ballooned outwards. Like these parts are abnormally large there. But these helmets, for the most part, look pretty normal. Maybe they might slightly be like ballooned outwards as well, but it just doesn't look as bad with these types of helmets. So I think the Super Mega figures actually are kind of better in that sense. We also have the Pink Ranger. So she's always ready. So you see like how massive the helmet is on the Megaforce ones? But still, it's pretty cool to have them both, you know, side by side like that. And then we have Jake, and oh man, I forgot the axe somewhere. I didn't even realize it. I just grabbed a bunch of the figures. So he has the axe, which can come out. So, but basically you get the idea. You know, he's holding the axe, and you have the Green Ranger there as well. But pretty cool to have them both together. So that's neat. They also have the Robo Knight figures, so I don't really have there's no Silver Ranger of the minifigures, at least not yet. I don't know if they will release one or not, but I can have the X-Borg here. So it's a slightly different silver paint. The Robo Knight uses like a lighter silver, slightly. So in case you were wondering for comparison. But he looks pretty epic alongside them. The Robo Knight one is my favorite out of the others, just because of, you know, he looks pretty cool. I love the metallic paint on him there. So yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I also have some of the Mighty Morphin ones. So these ones I really didn't like because how abnormally large their hands and boots were. Like, it's just way too freakish looking. It didn't work for me. I have the Pink Ranger as well. Like, that's just weird looking. I'm sorry. I don't like these Mighty Morphin minifigures. And I had the Black Ranger, so I guess I can compare with that. Like, look at this. He looks freaking massive. His boots are bigger than his head even. Like, it's just ridiculous. And they also had a Zed one though. The Zed one looked kind of cool. I mean, obviously he is also freakishly large, but because he's not like a spandex suit, it doesn't look as bad, but he still looks kind of neat. So there's the Zed with the X-Borg. And they also had some fun. The Megaforce ones had other releases of some of the minifigures and stuff as well. So I don't know if they're going to do another release of these. Maybe, you know, a different look and maybe with the Silver Ranger or something. Maybe they will, but I have a feeling they might not. But it would be cool to have the Silver Ranger in here to sort of complete the set. But anyways, just to kind of wrap things up, not really much else to show with these figures. They're very simple. If you like the look of these figures, then I would say definitely pick them up because they do have this interesting, you know, fun little look to them. This anime chibi style. And the one downside being you can't really have them all stand up. The Blue Ranger is the oddball out that just doesn't really stand up on his own. So if you really wanted to get these to display, you could put them on something and like stick them on there so that they don't fall over or something, and then that would look pretty cool. I think it would look great. Or even in the packaging itself. These look pretty good in the packaging itself. So just buy the box and leave them in the box if you want them on display. I think that, you know, that might actually look kind of neat. But overall, I do like these figures, the look of them. They look pretty cool. So that is that. That is a Toys R Us exclusive. So if you want these figures, go to Toys R Us and get them, or else Gia will hunt you down, because look at her. She is ready to take you down. So yeah, that is that. If you guys have any questions or anything, please post them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them for you. Otherwise, thanks for watching and see you guys later.